All right, now I got the GMC back over here where I can work on it. Next thing is to get that frame welded up. Now I said I was going to use my stick welder to stick weld that. Now I haven't used a stick welder in a few years. Earlier in the year, a welding company, Arc Captain, wanted to know if I would do a review on their little flux core welder. Little one, little hobbyist. So I did. Seemed like a good little machine, especially for the price. Most of their machines are pretty good. They get pretty good reviews. So I broke down and bought one. This is a 6-in-1, 200 amp. So at 200 amp, it'll do the frame, not a problem. It also does stick and TIG welding, which I've been wanting to try TIG welding. And I mean, the price is really reasonable. Now I'm not being sponsored by them at all. I bought this with my own money just because I thought it was a good deal. So I'm gonna open it up and see what we got. Now again, I'm not sponsored by these people at all. And I know this is a cheap China welder. I know that. But the comparable to this in a Lincoln or a Miller is going to be, let's see, 6 or 7 times what I paid for this one. And I don't need to do that right now. I can do it later, but not now. Now this is a 220 machine. It converts to 220, which my other MIG is only 110. The biggest reason I got this, well, one of the reasons I got this, but all of the expendables, the tips and stuff like that, you can Harbor Freight's stuff will fit this, which is a big plus. Well, I'm gonna start playing with this and see how it works out. It's a MIG gun, shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Get that frame welded up. I've been fighting with it the last couple of days, trying to figure it out. It's got synergetic, something. Anyway, automatic. You set it to your amperage, and you tell it what you're doing. You're doing MIG. You're doing what size wire and how much amperage you have, and it automatically sets this wire speed and probably some other stuff too that, you know, I don't really understand. But I'm learning it. But I couldn't get it to do uphill welding for nothing. The wire speed was way too high. What's going on? So, okay, I turned all the automatic stuff off and it just went manual. And it turned out, okay. The wire speed was way too fast. Turned it way down the other end of the spectrum. And, that's where I'm supposed to be. Then it worked just fine. I'm just not a high-tech kind of guy. If I can hit it with a hammer, I'll understand it. But got most of the frame welded up. Got some bad spots that I'll have to fix. But I'll grind it over and check it out. My eyesight's not that great. I can't hardly see the whole bead going uphill. So, Fletcher crawling down here, standing on your head with one foot in your mouth. A little bit awkward. I'll show you what I did. So, well, I got it jacked up in the air here with jacked up in the air here, sitting with jack stands. I got that one welded up. Yeah, there's a couple of bad spots. I'll grind back over and go over them again. I got that side pretty much for the most part welded up. Is it beautiful? Heck no. Is it going to work? Yeah. Each side of the joint has a 3.5 inch overlap. So it's welded on both sides of the overlap. I think it'll be fine. And as you can see, well, there you got each side of the brace has an overlap. There's an overlap there and overlap there. So it's welded there, and on the bottom and on the top. So it's pretty much overkill any way you want to look at it. Now with these frame patches, I gotta re-drill the holes for the rear body mounts because they go through them. Oh, too dark. Pretty dark. Wow, okay. There's the original body mount right there. And so there it is, all bolted up. There it is on the other side over there, right there. There's our bracket welded in. We're ready to go. Now I can do brake lines. I gotta make another mount for this. I don't have to, but I think it's a good idea to mount to here and bring it over to mount to the frame. I think I originally had one, so I want to make that angle iron. Maybe I'll do that next. I don't like that transfer case just hanging there on the back of the transmission. It's a lot of weight. Let's get started on that. Now, sorry for the light show. Okay, now I don't know what this mount originally looks like. Oh, I have a rough idea. Yep, that's what it is. But these are the OEM transfer case mounts. Sandwiches like that. There's two of them. So my thought was to bolt a piece of angle onto the transfer case and come off of that over to the frame and incorporate these mounts somehow. That's about all I know. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, like usual, I'm rolling around the ground. That's how I keep my girlish figure. All right, there's a light. Can you see that? Yeah, I think so. See these two holes? There's a hole, those two holes right there. Where the mount goes. And these somehow incorporate into it. That's a whole lot of squish there, isn't it? Well, maybe I'll cut that down so it only clamps on one spot. Or not. So I'm thinking that'll go there like that. On the same plane as the frame. Something like that. I cut that a whole lot shorter. And have that run over the top of the frame to the mount. Is that gonna work? Maybe I should run something off the mount, off the frame here, like that. And have the mounts there. I don't know. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, so I didn't have any angle iron big enough, but I had some 6-inch box. So I cut a section of that off, split it in half, like that. That gave me some big pieces of angle. So I'm thinking this piece can mount up on the frame, and I can modify this piece to bolt onto the transfer case and go from there. Alright, so this part goes up in the frame here. This will bolt to the transfer case, so the weight will be pulling down on the big bushings, and the bushings in the center will isolate. And maybe I'll find some other bushings to put on the bottom if it's a problem. But I think that's going to be a pretty good mount. Now I just got to figure out how to put it in. Okay, this is my process for transferring these holes that are in the transfer case here. Tape this up here, mark these holes out. I got the bracket bolted together. Let's see which way this go. There's something I don't need to hit my head on. My plan, I got it marked here where it goes, lines up there. That's where it goes. I got reference marks up here lined up. It's clamped to the frame, sitting on the bottom of the frame. Here's how I'll find those holes. Yeah, I can just transfer, yeah, yep, that'll work. I'm going to cut this way off, but I want to drill the holes first. Okay. And that goes, I'll take that and transfer it like that. Better view of it. I think it turned out good. Well, I got that bracket finished. I'll probably add 2 more bolts right above it, just because I can. Yeah, it's easy to get to. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. I appreciate everybody watching. Next time I think I'm gonna be working on brake lines, gas lines, all that good stuff, before I can put the bed on it. I'm anxious to get the bed on it. Thanks for watching. Take care.